the daughter's name?
Liliana.
Come back and she's sleep that pounding. Bathe.
Yeah.
I'm hearing quite a bit of yelling on. Hello.
Got two puppies in there.
Wow. Is Jonathan here?
He's here.
We should just need to chat with him. He's not in trouble.
I was just gonna say, what's going on?
Is that Liliana that was there?
Yes.
And who are you?
I'm just stepmom.
You're stepmom.
Okay. Yeah. Do you need to talk to her too?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
they can both come, that'd be great.
They both.
Or
Okay.
we could talk to Liliana first, if that's okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure that John's gonna probably want her, but yeah, let's see
that's
what we
fine.
can
We
do.
can talk to them both or whatever.
Hello.
Hi, what is going on now?
So, call here for a welfare check on Liliana. Because your mom has full custody?
Yes.
Yes.
So
So,
I'm 13.
you're 13,
Yeah.
right, but she still has full custody. So,
She's choosing to live here because her mother is not helping her learning to read and write, and she wants to go to school here.
right.
Yeah.
And that's her decision to make now.
Okay.
So she's not
she-
getting the help she needs in Hamilton because, okay, hold on, let me turn this down, sorry. Let me turn this down, sorry.
It's all good.
Okay. So, it's what it is in Hamilton, they're not teaching her to read and write. She's in grade 7, she doesn't know how to read or write. Like,
So
this
this
is
is
very
Right.
ridiculous.
between the family.
So it's just
and
a
the
matter, we
lawyers,
want her to
right?
go to school, and her mother's not doing it, and she's not helping her, and they're not giving her help in
So
school.
you
and
got to go
it's
through the
getting
court
ridiculous.
process for that, right? If you want custody of her, then you have to go through the court process.
Well, this is her choosing to live where she wants to live.
So that's fine.
And
But right now, so we get the call from Mom saying there's a court order in place, which we reviewed, and it
There
does.
is no court order in
Yeah.
place.
There's a family court
Custody,
order,
there's
like a custody
there's a
agreement.
custody order.
Like when she was like 2, that doesn't even apply anymore.
Well, we just reviewed it, so but it's not police enforceable. So
No, it's
without it
nothing
being
to do with
police
it. It basically
enforceable,
says that basically she has to give me the kid whenever I say so. Basically, it says on there if you didn't read it right.
no, it says
Hey,
you have.
It says she has 100% custody, but it says on there that she has to let me have the kid whenever I want. It does state that in there.
specific time.
I don't know.
It,
It-
it has
it doesn't
specific
even
times,
matter.
but it also says at the same time, it says if me and Carla are okay with it, then it's okay. There's nothing they can do about it. Like nobody can say anything about it.
Yeah, if you guys have like your own agreement,
Yeah.
right, about a time that's
Well,
mutually
this is something she's not happy about. That's not my fault.
Okay.
We knew she wasn't going to be happy about it
So,
because we've been
Listen, I
trying to
can't
get Lily to
explain-
move here
I
for
can't
a
explain
while,
things to
and
you
this
if you're
is the
just
way
gonna
it
cut
is.
me off. So
Well,
just,
I'm trying to explain it to you, and you're cutting me off. That's what it feels
right.
like.
Okay, we can go back and forth if you want later. Anyways, I'll explain the call, and then when I'm done, if you want to communicate back and forth, that's perfectly fine. But let me get through my stick first.
Okay, go for it.
Cool. So call comes in, right? Says they have the custody order. You're not following it. They wanted us to come remove the child. I reviewed the document. It does not. 10-4, thanks. It does not say police enforceable. So I don't have the ability to come here with that document in hand and make you go back to your mom, and I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I have to come do a welfare check at this time because I can't just clear it and say it's not police enforceable, so I'm not doing anything. I have to come do a welfare check, make sure you're okay. You're standing, you're healthy, you look like you've been eating food, you don't look like you're under the influence, anything like that. So I'm not saying there's a child in need of safety, which would be an apprehension authority. I could grab you, not grab you, but I could make you go back to mom and arrange to get you to a place of safety. I don't see that authority existing here right now.
Okay.
That being said, with that court order not being police enforceable, I'm not going to force you to go back with mom. You just said you want to stay here. You seem like you're in good health, so I can't force you to leave here. However, mom does have the opportunity now Mom's probably going to be going through the courts and trying to get a new order. I'll
That's
just be honest.
police enforceable.
She's going to try to get a police. I'm just being honest with you.
Well,
She's going to try to
not
get a
gonna
police
work.
enforcement.
Yeah.
That's fine. If it
Because
doesn't, but I'm just
it
letting you know
doesn't really
that's
matter
her
at
next
this point.
step. That's fine. But that's her next step. She's going to be trying to do that. And if she gets a police enforceable one,
She's not gonna be able to.
if she does though, then that's exactly what it is. It'll get in effect. It'll be police enforceable.
If anything, the most she'll get is joint custody, because like,
That's fine.
okay, because when the court order went down before, and this is the reason why it ended up the way it was, okay? This was 10, 15 years ago. This was when she was like 2.
Yeah.
She's 12. So she's 13 now.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's 13. She was 2 then. So the court order was because I had brain damage worse. I was a lot worse back then. So for the Catholic Children's Aid Society to end our case between me and Carla, because we had them involved or whatever, right? So we had to get rid of them. So for them to close the case, they said we had to sign 100% custody over to Carla. But it also stated in the court order that she still had to give me the child between these certain times, or it could change depending on when we
Yeah, if
agreed.
you both agreed that outside of that time there was a
Yeah.
perfectly fine time.
And that's basically what it stated.
That's it.
So basically, it gave her the 100% custody,
Yep.
but it was really worded almost joint custody at the same time. It just 100% custody to her so she could get rid of her.
Oh, we're
Because
saying
they-
she's
because
gonna
we
try
didn't-
to.
In other words, me and Carla felt we didn't need the Catholic Children's Aid Society to monitor our visits and do our
You don't have
visits.
to
We
explain
were
it to
doing
us.
it. Okay, I
So
just
the
explained
only
it,
thing, so we're just saying she's going to try to seek a police enforceable one,
Yeah, it's not.
and that's
gonna,
it.
It's never gonna.
And that's
work.
it.
She'll,
Yeah,
she'll
okay.
never be able to
And
do that.
do you want to go home tonight?
No.
Okay, and we wanted to check with that too.
Well, we're
Other
getting
than
her
that-
signed up for school here,
Yeah.
so that's the other reason why she's here. Because we're getting her signed up for school. Because the Hamilton schools aren't helping her. Like,
And I get
we're
bullied.
and she gets
Yeah.
bullied and all sorts of stuff there. Like, it's,
Yeah. I know, like, basically
I'd rather have her go to a school in
Do
a
you guys
country
go
town like
through
this.
Family and Children's Services?
Yeah.
Like, are they involved?
We did, but they said, my mom tried to call yesterday, I think, and they said, because I'm 13, I can choose wherever I want to live.
That's what Family
That-
and Children's
Yeah.
Services said.
And then Julie called
So
me
do
today.
they
Yeah,
know?
we've
Julie
talked to
from
them.
Family
We've
and
talked to
Children's Services spoke to you?
Yeah.
I called them today.
Yeah.
this
Oh,
morning.
okay.
Yeah.
So as long as you're in
Yeah.
contact with them,
Yeah.
tell them what's going on.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and then, like I said, I'm not touching you. You're not being forced to leave. You're safe, so I have no concerns. But I'm just letting you know that that is what Mom has said, is that she's going to try to get a police enforcement. You don't seem concerned, but I'm just...
Even
Just
if
letting
it
you know
does,
that
we'll take her to court, and if that's the case,
Yeah.
she's not going to be able to
Yeah,
enforce it.
everything's going to have to go
Where's the
through
police
family court.
enforcer? Like, I don't
Because,
understand.
well, I was going to say, even if we go to court and this is what she makes us do and this is what she wants to do, she's going to lose more than she'll gain, because I'm
It's
not
really-
having that brain damage anymore, so she can't hold that against me. I have a job. I'm doing better than she is now. We own our house. She rents. Like, they're not going to take that away from
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
like,
that's
you
no
know what I
problem.
mean?
Yeah, I know you don't have to be intimidated by it, and that's not
No,
why
I'm not.
by any
I'm just
means.
saying, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
eventually, like, even if
Yeah.
she takes us to court, they're not going to force her to go
Yeah.
back there.
Yeah,
Like,
no
if she
problem.
doesn't want to go back there, they can't force her at this point at
Yeah.
13. Because the courts are going to give her a lawyer,
We have no-
you know, and then it'll be up to her,
Yeah.
basically.
It's not up to us, though.
No.
Like, it's-
Yeah, like I said, at the point, even in the calls, I told her, I said, because we just met with them, and I said, it doesn't say anywhere that we have the power to enforce it, so we're not
Right.
going to. But like I said, we just still have a due diligence to at least follow up and change it to a welfare check, just to make sure
Right.
you're okay, which we have. So we'll put a report in
Right.
that documents everything, and that Liliana's here, she wants to be
Right.
here, she's observed by police to be in good health,
Right.
and there are no concerns for her safety. But like I said, I'm not telling it to make you intimidated or that you have any concern, but that's what
No, but
she's
thank
expressed
you
she
for the
plans
warning
to do.
that she's trying to pull this crap, though, because
Yeah.
now I got to be, I got to be on top of that, too, I guess, right?
You guys all set for the night then?
Yeah,
All right, thanks
we're
for your
good.
time.
We're
Have a
almost
good
ready to
night.
go to bed
Have a
here.
good night.
All right.
Have a good one.
Take care.
All right, take care, guys.